Hello my lovies, hello my poppers. I know you guys are like, where has this girl been? Let's get straight into it. Hello my poppers. I know you guys are like, where's this girl been? Let's get straight into it. Chit Chat edition. I don't have my mics. I think because I'm in the bathroom, it's gonna make too much echo. So let's chat. Talk time with NORMALISE. Take one. Before we got rudely interrupted, I was saying, you guys are probably wondering, where have I been? Please like, comment, subscribe, follow my page. Music in the background I don't own rights to. Let me go reduce it actually before it disturbs my video. Coming right back. I want to speak about bullying. I want to speak about the Russia program, and I want to speak about specifically Cheyenne Bougie. And this is why I am specifically saying I want to speak about her, Russia, etc. Remember, Talk Time with NORMALISE is an informative podcast. I share informative information. I'm a politics and research graduate, and I am a sole believer in social development. I want to see people empowered and developed, and I want to be part of the people who play a role in somewhat helping that change and development happen for young people, all people, women, men, people of all color, etc., etc. So going back to what I was saying, I'm sort to blend my face, guys. Give me time. Yes. So hot topic. It's been a hot topic for a few weeks now, and for me, a lot of the influencers saying they trusted their managers, and the managers usually always, you know, book the right thing. Sometimes I feel like when it comes to certain things, guys, and now your instinct also says, ask them to send you certain links, ask to be in certain meetings, to ask the client questions before you take on the job. That's just what I think I would do personally. And also things that had red flags, like the ages of the girls, and it only being girls, and only being girls from African countries. There's just certain things that you have to question, and you, no matter how much the bag is, you just have to stand 10 toes and know that I have to question this. If anything, this coming out probably saved a lot of lives, and a lot of the influencers need to know they have that platform, that use your platform honestly as a young person to help develop, rather than all the kiki kaka. Yes, it's nice to have fun and have fun shows and games, whatever, lifestyle, whatever, but let's also be a serious generation when it comes to looking after each other, building each other, having community, looking out for each other, other children or other young people, other young adults across the board. So I think that for me already completely wrong. There's no way you can tell me we're going to Russia and those points are being given to me. And then some influencers came back and said that, oh, but they did ask, but why? And they felt somehow. Guys, if your instinct says no, even to go out on a drink for a date. So guys, going back to what I was saying, if your instinct says no about something, most of the time, or your discernment, you're probably right. So that's my thoughts on just the processing of influencers and people just in life. People get warned about those Joburg CBD job scams all the time. So this wasn't quite far off. Just the askings of Russia and how they put it and everything. And just the placement, why we're part of the BRICS club. Why did BRICS not announce this, you know, great initiative Russia's doing? Come together, South Africa, South Africans, you young individuals, you need skills, you need to develop, you need jobs. Why wasn't it also part of, you know, government due diligence checks as a partner with BRICS? Those are my type of questions that I would query or ask or want answers to, as well as a South African. As much as we can blame the influencers because they have such an influence towards young people, why was this being advertised by Russia to Africans and having such strong affiliations with South Africa? Why did BRICS not announce it? I don't remember the BRICS as a summit, as a forum or whatever, announcing this. That's another question you should ask yourself. I actually had someone I know quite personally come out with a statement that wasn't on necessarily social media but a platform, and kind of defend the summit, not the summit, this program, and saying it's real, blah blah blah. And this person has, you know, a platform, and they could really have also spoken up about it, or, you know, campaigned with it, etc etc, but they really didn't. And once it came out, they were like kind of saying it's real and we, or it's just negative, bloody blah South Africans. I didn't even read the whole thing. Correct me if the person watches this if I'm wrong, please do. But within the context of the things I've seen online, there's nothing real about. It's real that people do go there, but the opportunities, the different specs of jobs are not real. What they're going to do there is not real. It's not what they're leaving South Africa saying they're going to do. The payments, they don't even get paid or paid the same amount. There were so many errors. So how is this person, which I know very personally, advocating for this specific thing? Very shocking. I never had the conversation with them. Probably will never. But it also just shows you sometimes as young people how we differently think. I don't know. Well, what do you guys think about someone agreeing with this? Put that down in the comments. Very odd, right? Cool. My thoughts on it: absolutely sounds off. Everything sounds off. This is my opinion again about this. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I have the right to freedom of speech. Not bad mouthing anyone. I'm not bad mouthing any campaign. I'm just saying, please make sure you investigate things before you give your ID, your information, your address, anything on the internet. Make sure you are safe. People, we know South African unemployment is quite high, but please do your due diligence. Guys, one day I'll really be good at doing makeup. One day I'll really be good at doing my makeup. It's all about blending. I'm learning. So I recently discovered the Pep makeup range, LA Lab. This is their concealer, which I think it will be perfect with my under eyes. And then, yeah, let me continue what I was saying. I suspect the contour from Mimi that's going to work here is this one, or however you pronounce Mimi Q. I think it's this one. So let's add that. Yes, going back to why I was mentioning Sissy Sayen. I watched her interview with Altido, right? And I honestly feel like Sissy Sayen has gone through a lot of things for someone her age. She said it herself, and I respect Sissy Sayen's courage to go onto the platform and actually, you know, apologize just for how she reacted about everything, Noma Russia, making jokes. That just shows Sissy Sayen is growing. I think, guys, we really forgot that Sayen is like, she literally just turned 24. So she was a baby being introduced to a lot of things, and I'm not gonna call her a baby, but I know you guys know what I mean. And I say this honestly, like, with the goodest place in my heart, because I just feel like she's so misunderstood. She spoke about, you know, her bullying and things like that. And I think she's trying to, please watch Altido's new video with Sayan Buju. It's out now for a week plus. It's on his podcast. My opinion, I think she's growing. She learned. That's why she went to apologize there. And I applaud her for that. And if she ever sees the Sayan Buju, you're doing amazing. It's okay. I think as a country, we really judge her a lot because of also her reactions, how she is, etc., which can work against you, especially in the media space. But I felt like in that video she was really apologizing, and she even said there's certain things that she's just learning to let go of and she wants to become better. She was bullied in high school for not having a shopper, that's why she went to go get for having a shopper, that's why she went to go get a BBL. And she spoke very deeply. I'd never seen that side of her, or speaking very personally like that. So I want to say to her that it's okay, it's gonna get better. You're a beautiful, stunning, gorgeous girl. That face card eats up every time, and she's growing. She's gonna be 25, she's gonna be 26. She says things like she wants to be a mom, she wants to do this, and all those things, and only God can judge and crucify. And I'm gonna say she felt like we've never defended her, even when she was put in humiliating situations. And I think she's quite right, guys. I feel like when certain things were brought out, like her nudes and things like that, she even said Women for Change never stood up for her. Everyone was laughing at her. So we can only imagine how she feels in those situations, right? But obviously we're not saying certain things were right and bullying and all of that because you were bullied. And that's where I think I'm gonna end that. I think I see her evolving and growing, and even her being put in front of this Russian thing and her video going out and it going viral and being investigated just shows her influence. And unfortunately she was used now for the wrong thing, but the right outcome came for this thing, the whole Russia thing, to be investigated. So shout out to Sam Bougie. I can see herself, you know, evolving and growing, like she said. Watch the interview, guys, just go watch the interview. And I'm so sorry if you've ever felt like people don't care about you. That was sad to hear. We do care. Pretty beautiful young lady. Now guys, I want us to talk bullying. Bullying for me, I was bullied in primary school by just a bunch of lifeless kids, honestly. They used to tease me about my surname. My surname is BULLIES. My late father, who in our family, we have a transport business which really did well for itself, still doing well for itself in Cape Town. So a lot of things, man, they just used to be very weird kids. Why are you 7, 8, 9, 10 discussing adult things? And how am I supposed to know these things and you want to bring me into them? Anyway, I'm talking about the story because sometimes I feel like people who were bullied want to somewhat, because now they have maybe like anger issues or hate or some sadness because of their situation, want to be like, oh, but I'm going to do payback and I'm also going to be bully, I'm going to be mean, I'm going to be toxic. Bullies don't understand how much you wreck someone's whole entire nervous system, life, image, value. But obviously you'll never say that. But deep down, you have, as you grow up, you have to do the personal work to ignore what people were saying about you, your family, your father, your aunt, your bum. Because I was always skinny and tall, calling me all types of names, daddy long legs, da 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 da. Oh, such horrible things. And I genuinely probably, my younger self would probably be like, yeah, I wish their kids the same things. No, I don't. Can you imagine how heartbreaking it is as a parent, your child coming to cry because kids are bullying your child, and it's because of your success or your level in life or how your child looks, or because they're super tall. But she's super tall, but she's told to always go to modeling, which is a good thing. She's so beautiful, she's so confident, she's so this. So many emotions that the child goes through, the parents, the family, and everyone who's ever been a bully. And I am no bully, I've never been a bully, I don't bully people. But I do stand up for myself. Do not ever come for me, because I will come for you. I'm coming right back. Oh, guys, do not mind this makeup. I'm wiping it off, literally. I'm trying to fix. Being a bully, being bullied does not though give you the right to go bully because you were bullied. or it's like someone saying because they grew up abused, it gives them a right to like go outside there and cause havoc and abuse other individuals. It doesn't give you the right. You have to do the self-work and heal and find the closure and deal with those certain things that those people put you through and heal yourself and be a better person in society. So I don't agree when bullies and people who go through trauma, and I never speak about my bullying or my experiences because I really don't let it get to me. I don't know where these kids are, I don't care about them. It's none of my business what their parents were telling them about my family and my name and how to bully and torture me. It doesn't change the fact that I'm still the great star, great individual who's growing into her success each and every day. And just because I come from a privileged background doesn't give you the right to make me feel bad for that. And I hate that, and I've noted that also in South Africa. If you're a black child that can't relate to certain things of, you know, suffering and things like that, people make you seem, oh, you're a cheese girl or you're a cheese boy. No, we don't need to normalize things, guys. If I don't relate, I don't relate. Don't bully me even in corporate spaces. As you grow older and you navigate life as an adult, you still see some adults as such big bullies, and it's really, really sad to watch and to see. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't give you the right, because you were bullied, to now not heal yourself and then go bully other people and then say, no, but it was done to me. No. Just like you want to change habits in your bloodline, you want to change generational curses, you want to be part of the change, you need to also change these type of things so they don't happen in your family, to your kids, and to other people and adults. You see adults online on TikTok crying, wanting to leave jobs, wanting to leave environments because there's some person they work with that is a big bully, and because they haven't regulated their nervous system, they haven't come up and out of that feeling like child and scared and fearful, so let me just run away from the situation. Can you imagine how many opportunities we've all lost from being in those type of situations because we were unhealed from being bullied? Crazy. So I'm gonna please need you guys to just go on YouTube. There's so many videos of self-work, mental work, nervous system regulation. Guys, please invest in empowering yourself, bringing your confidence back. Whether you're 38, 28, 18, 8, start now. This is a child-free, adult-free, young people-free, friendly content page. So please, and if you're watching as an adult and you want to find things that your child is being bullied, please go for things for them to gain confidence and not fear. Bullying brings a lot of fear, and then when people react, they look angry. As you get older, because you're holding this void, so maybe the way you would react to things, people would think you're such an angry person, but you're really not. You need to defend yourself, and this is something Sayan also said. You constantly on defense. I need to defend. I need to fight down. No, please regulate your nervous system. Get confidence. Do the mental work. Do the breath work. It will help you so much. Let's finish up this phase, guys. Please don't come for my makeup skills, because as you things happening, bullying really messes with your mental health, and mental health is a very sensitive topic for men and for women. It has no gender. It really has no gender, and I hate it when people make it seem like, oh, men can't have mental health problems. Yes, they can. They're human. Hey bo, hey bo, hi wena, hi sesi sayani. I'm joking. But yes, men are allowed to have feelings. Men are allowed to vocalize these feelings, and I wish men created more safe spaces for each other, because you guys don't have safe spaces for each other. Y'all don't. Guys, sometimes I want you guys to listen to my podcast as if you have it on, but you like going about your day. You have it playing, you're washing your dishes, you're in your car, you're driving, and you have your YouTube playing. Please it's not, I mean, if you're visually watching because you want to see how the face is going to turn out and things like that, love it. But please just also listen to the value, comment, correct, to add, you know, give tips or whatever. Also say, oh, this is really great, this is really nice, I like it, or whatever. I'd really, really appreciate that. Going back to men and mental health, men don't create safe spaces for themselves when it comes to topics of mental health, and I think that's their own fault. Why do I say it's their own fault? Because they don't want to be seen as not tough. They say things like, when they go report cases at police stations, which again, social developed societies, why are police in South Africa laughing at men opening abuse cases? How dare you laugh at another individual's pain? Why are we hiring such people in such an important force of our country? You know, so it's really sad for me when I hear things like that, because we want everyone in our country to feel safe, valued and loved and protected. So that's why I think it's so important for men to create these safe spaces for each other, for themselves as well, and not build up anger, guilt, and what. I think a lot of things could be resolved if they picked up early in life and you really want to change and you really want to get out of it. That is my honest thought and opinion. Men's groups, if anyone knows of any mental, for everyone, sorry, I will try and link them down below. Instagram names, maybe links as well. Please verify, check them out. I can't think of anyone on the top of my head now, but I will add that. Bullying surviving links, I will add that also below. And yeah, I'm gonna come back, chit chat a bit more. Thank you so much for watching my poppers. I really enjoy having you guys listening to me, and I want to really grow my channel, so really support me, please. I'm gonna finish up my face and then I'll show you guys the final look and have my closing off take for the day. So my final thoughts, we are done. Setting spray in. My final thoughts, guys, with everything that has to do with what we discussed. I think it's extremely important to educate yourself on anything before you take it on, and let's do the self work. Yeah. And the big reveal, let me wear my wig. By Timber guys, ladies, love it down. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I promise you guys, I'm not leaving you guys. We are going to do this, and there'll be consistency in the mighty name of Jesus, and I will also be consistent. Anyway, see you guys soon in the next episode, and thank you so much for enjoying my propositions and us just having conversations. Until next time, mwah.